Hey there, Minecraft junkies. This is Grunge Cat with another episode of Grunge Cat on Minecraft. Now, in this episode, we're going to take a look at my four-way minecart dispatch terminal and take a glimpse at my minecart rail system, which is pretty extensive. Now, in the opening scene, we are in spectator mode, so I can give you an overhead view of an external minecart dispatch terminal. That allows you to dispatch a minecart in any one of the four cardinal directions, north, south, east, or west. The only problem with the external terminals is that you can only have one minecart in play at a time. So you physically place a minecart in the dispatch area, you hop in, you dispatch it, and there are no other minecarts available for anyone else to use. Now, as we travel southward into my castle complex, you see down below part of the rail system. The junction directly below us there is a junction which would allow us to go either northward, which would be directly behind us, or eastward, which would be to the left there. This is the exterior part of the terminal. That interior loop allows empty minecarts to return to the system so that they aren't wandering around loose outside. And then I'll show you in detail what the other parts do. Now, on the right there is the arrival system, and on the left the dispatch system. Now we'll turn around here. We'll go from spectator mode to survival mode just so we can actually utilize all the functions of the dispatch terminal. Now I'm going to show you the empty minecart return system. Now these buttons allow you to dispatch a cart in any one of the four directions. If you push a button, it will dispatch a minecart. However, if the minecart is empty, we don't want it heading out into the minecart system, so we just return it here. And this is a storage system based on the old Pez dispensers. So just to show you that this happens no matter which button you push the button, the empty minecart goes out, comes back in, and drops down into the Pez dispenser. Now we're going to show you the minecart dispatch mechanism itself, which I'm pretty proud of. Those of you who've been around for a while probably won't think too much of this, but basically you push a button, the piston dispatches the minecart onto the powered rail, the floor drops down and allows a minecart from the Pez dispenser to load, and then the piston moves the minecart up into the dispatch position. Take a look at that one more time. The piston shoves the minecart onto the powered track, the floor drops down, the minecart loads, and then the piston pushes it up into dispatch position. Now we're going to dispatch to the south, which would be to the left outside this door, and this is just to show you that the empty minecart system won't work when the minecart is loaded. Now we're returning, and this is just sort of to show you that anytime you return in a loaded minecart, it will bring you back into the arrival station in my dispatch system. Now we're going to go straight ahead to the west. So as we go out the door, you can see that the tracks are all set up to go to the west, so there's no switching involved here. Now we're heading back again. Now all I did in that little brief blackout period was just jump out of the minecart, jump back in, and then head back. And there goes our minecart down into the Pez dispenser. Now we're going to try it to the north. Now this is interesting. As we head out the door, north is to our right, so the tracks switch. But as we approach this junction up here, which I showed you at the beginning of the video, watch the track carefully. It switches right there. so that I can continue northward. We're going to look at that in slow motion. See, it switches just as we get there. Now, you may ask, how in the world did I arrange for that to be switched when it's so far away from the dispatch system? Well, that's a little secret, and if you want to post in the comments, I can tell you how I went about that. For all you old timers, it's pretty simple, and you won't need an explanation. As we head back now from the north, you can see that no matter what direction the cart is coming from, it always comes directly into the castle and into the terminal system here. We'll try one more to the east just to show you that all four directions are possible from this dispatch system. Now here, because when we headed north, we had to make a switch. When we head east, we don't have to. It's already set up, so we just head east. Now we're coming back, and we're going back into the castle. Automatic doors. When we saw the empty mine cart come into the arrival area, you notice that it automatically opened up and dropped down into the Pez dispenser area. However, when a loaded cart comes in, you need to step out of the mine cart and onto this pressure plate, which then opens up the trap door and drops the mine cart down into the system. Now this is just a little view of what it's like to go outside of the walls on the mine cart transportation system. This is our northern wall. We are heading north back in the same direction that we were in when we opened this video. The door opens automatically and closes behind us. We head out to the external dispatch terminal that I showed you before. We're going to continue northward, and here you can see you can dispatch in any one of the four directions, but we are going to continue northward, which is straight ahead. So the junctions all perform admirably, and now we're going to speed up a little bit just so you won't be bored with, you know, riding along this long stretch of track. Now this is just to give you an example. Honestly, the northernmost part, this part that we just went to, is the shortest track version. My kingdom actually covers the entire expanse of an island, and this is the northernmost portion of my kingdom. It's the northernmost part of the island. And you can see I had a sentry tower and a boathouse over there. And that's just sort of a quick look at my dispatch system and my rail system. So I hope you liked the video. If you liked it or you have any comments, just go ahead and put them in the comment section. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.